welcome to another episode of Checking In with the Chamber, and I'm with Jen Kabik. Jen, you're the owner of Bliss on Bell, a wellness experience. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's so good to see you.
So good to finally see you. That's why I love doing all these Zooms. I get to see people in the safety of my own home. So Bliss on Bell, can I assume that you're on Bell Road or Bell Street, depending on where you are?
I am. I'm almost right across the street from Federated, so I am located out of a house. And I have a therapy room, and the front entry room is the entrance where people come in and fill out the forms or do their naturopathic consultation. So yeah, we're right here on Bell.
Okay, I love the name. It screams peace and calm, and I love that. I love the word bliss. I love the word bliss. So tell everybody a little bit about what your business is.
Okay, so I am a board-certified traditional naturopath. I passed the national boards through the American Naturopathic Medical Association 4 years ago. Next month it'll be 4 years. So I help people with a natural approach to healthcare. So it's using mainly nature and bringing the body back into balance and not just looking at symptoms, but actually getting to the root causes to why you're having these symptoms. So through my schooling, I went through traditional Chinese medicine, 5-element theory. I work with a lot of herbs, nutrition, emotional well-being, because the issues always become the tissues. And I work with vascular therapy, pulse electromagnetic field. So I have a bunch of different modalities. In addition to, when I do a consultation, I do facial analysis. So I'm a clinical advisor for the school that I graduated through, and I help students through to look at facial markers, do iridology, reading the fibers of the eye, looking at markers on the tongue, as well as fingernail analysis. And it tells me a lot about what's going on in the body. So we focus on getting to the roots, and then when you address the roots, then usually symptoms fall into place.
So what kind of symptoms would I have that would make me want to come see you?
Stress and anxiety is big. I specialize with stress and anxiety and gut health. That's how I got into this to begin with, is in my 20s, I started having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and depression, and nobody could tell me why all of a sudden this happened. It turned out that I was very nutritionally deficient, and as I started having allergic reactions to medicine, and I was afraid to take anything. So I started looking into healthy eating, my lifestyle choices, healthy cleaning products and skincare and supplementation. And then all of a sudden I started feeling better. I felt like myself. I could sleep again. I could actually smile again. I looked forward to the day. So stress and anxiety is one of the biggest ones that I work with.
Okay. And when you say gut, that means when maybe somebody's not digesting their food well or having stomach pains or ulcers or stuff like that?
So a lot of things stomach from your gut health. We have a very vast microbiome, bugs in our gut, and if it gets to be where the bad bugs are outweighing the good bugs, it can cause a bunch of different things. And main thing is most of our immune system is in our belly, as well as serotonin, our happy hormone. Majority of that is in our gut. So when we address getting a nice, healthy, balanced gut, a lot of things can fall into place. So a lot of things stem from what's called leaky gut, which I think a lot of people have and they don't even realize they have, which can show up as different symptoms, like different autoimmune conditions and allergies.
Interesting. And then give me what you would go, let's have somebody that may be suffering from anxiety. Then once you've diagnosed or decided that that's what they're dealing with, what then do you put into place for them to get better?
So one of the big things, because I don't treat, cure, or diagnose, so I do some biofeedback. So a lot of people, especially right now, I am doing aromatherapy massages. And a lot of it is word of mouth. People come in and I have a little biofeedback machine that they hold on to, and it will scan them. It sends like a questionnaire along with frequencies of essential oils, and it'll bring up a report. It takes less than a minute to scan. It'll bring up a report that'll show the top 7 essential oils your body wants on an emotional and body system level. So it goes through the different emotions that you might be dealing with, as well as the different body systems. I then take those essential oils and I use those in an aromatherapy massage, which I also use hot rocks, not once, but twice, because they feel good, hot towels, and then I use my pulse electromagnetic field device to help improve blood flow, so then the delivery of the essential oils can get to where they need to be. And people walk out of here feeling much more relaxed. It brings them into a rest and digest state, because their cortisol levels are so high. They need to be brought back down into a nice, restful state.
Okay.
That's one of the things that I do.
Yeah, so let's talk about other, because I kind of went specific on you there for anxiety, but what are some of the other things that you put into action over there?
Okay, so I also do another biofeedback, which is called a Zytoscan, and it's a wellness. I could do like a wellness report or an immunity report, and it'll tell me things that are out of balance in your gastrointestinal system, endocrine hormone system, detoxification, nutrition, hydration, emotional system, and I look for things that come up over and over again, and it'll also tell me what emotions might really be subconsciously bothering you, and that's one of the tools that I use to help get to the root of it, so the root cause of what might be going on with you. So backing up with specifically stress and anxiety, I would make suggestions. Make sure you're getting in enough essential vitamins like your omegas, your D3, a good whole food, multivitamin, multimineral. And I think it's really important mentally when you get up in the morning, because there's so much negativity going, you see all this negative stuff on the news and on Facebook. And myself included, it gets hard to deal with sometimes. I think it's always important to journal, meditate, pray, and find at least 5 things that you're grateful for that day, and start yourself off on the right foot. Having that good mindset in getting your body into a higher vibration frequency of feeling good really helps boost your immune system. And I think that's such an important thing to do right now with everything that everyone's dealing with, to really try to get yourself in a good positive mindset to start your day, so you're less likely to spiral.
And do you teach meditation, or
I talk with people about meditation, and I also have a device called Brain Tap, and it is a headset and goggles that you put on, and it has guided meditation, and it has flashing of these lights, helps get you into a theta brain state, which is a meditative state, which again puts your body into a rest and digest instead of being in that fight or flight. So I do have tools that also can be used to help bring people into that nice relaxed state.
So if someone seeks, I don't want to say treatment because that's not the word, but it seeks your assistance in whatever's going on in their life, how often are they seeing you? Is there a treatment? Is there an end result?
So if somebody were to come to me for a full naturopathic consultation, they would come to me for the initial, which is about an hour and a half long. And then we determine, based on what their scan shows, what course of action we take. And it's usually coming back, 45 days later, after we find something that they can be compliant with, whether, we always focus on nutrition because that's the foundation of your health. So that would be about every 45 days or so. When I have aromatherapy massage, it's usually once or twice a month. When I do the pulse electromagnetic field, to help with the circulation and that, and also get you in a rest and digest, I have some people that come to me 2-3 times a week. So it just varies dependent upon what's going on with your system and what course of action do we take, and then we want to start seeing expected results. And if you're not, then we're going to have to tweak something. But every time they come back, we do a biofeedback scan just to see where they're at. And then they also journal and keep track of how they're feeling throughout those 45 days.
And do you have a sit down with them? And because if you're journaling, that's a lot of emotion and a lot of things coming out. So then do you sit with them and talk through those things?
Yes. I'm not a therapist, but I'm a good listener. And sometimes that's all somebody needs, because and I'm not bashing traditional medicine, but they allocate maybe 10, 15 minutes per person, and sometimes if even. So the first appointment, you're with me for an hour and a half, and you're doing most of the talking, and follow-up appointments, it's 45 minutes. And again, you're doing a lot of the talking, and I'm doing the listening. And sometimes when you're doing the talking, you have those aha moments, and that's all you need is just somebody to just offload, somebody that's not personal to you, like a family member or a close friend. You need somebody that is, is it bipartisan?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no such word in our life these days. And then is there a time where someone's not going to see you anymore?
It is always my hope that they fire me, that they don't need to see me anymore. So I follow a system that is usually like 6 visits through the naturopathic consultations. Now, there are people that have been coming to me for 3 years because they just like the session, especially on the pulse electro, the PEMF device, and the aromatherapy. It's like people that go and regularly get a massage. So I do have people that have been coming to me for over 3 years. And now with a lot of stuff going on, people are losing their practitioners. There's some practitioners that aren't even going to see people in person anymore. So I'm starting to get new clients based on that because they want somebody to regularly go see. And I also do virtual, and that's what, so during the shutdown in mid-March, we were told we were non-essential. I work at a wellness center out of Middlefield as well as here in Chagrin. And so I went 2.5 months without it being able to see anybody in person. So I did virtual appointments, and my biofeedback, I can send that device to somebody's home, have them hook into my program, scan them, and then schedule a Zoom call and go over stuff with them. So it's really become getting creative on how to handle your business, and as well as, just acute 25-minute or 15-minute acute consultation phone calls and stuff too.
Thinking outside the box. I say it in every Zoom. If you are not adjusting and pivoting and thinking outside the box to stay relevant, you're going to get lost in this. As a small business, you just are. So does insurance cover any of these visits?
No, but I can accept HSA accounts of savings.
Like what financially is some of these visits?
The first wellness consult, and it includes the wellness scan, and just briefly going over, here's what your scan shows, $75. And it lasts about maybe about 45 minutes. And then based on that, I give you options on what kind of program would you like to see going forward. So you can put together a program where it brings in maybe a monthly aromatherapy massage, and you do maybe 6 months, and then you just pay a monthly fee of, I think I have it as $65 a month.
Wow.
And then that gives you an acute care visit, a consultation, and like aromatherapy massage. So I'm really working on having people be more proactive to help boost their immune system and be prepared come fall season. So that is my main concern, is empowering people to know what to do to help improve their immune system so they feel confident going into cold and flu season.
Yeah, I mean, those are very digestible fees. I mean, in this day and age, that's great.
I think it's very, very important to stay affordable. Since I'm not covered by insurance, I want people to be able to afford this, because some people just don't know where to turn anymore. They're showing, they're not feeling right, and they don't know why, and their tests are all coming back normal, and it's like, well, what's going on with me? There's something going on. I just can't put my finger on it. And I want people to be able to afford my services, because I genuinely want to help people feel better.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jen, where can people find you online? What's your website?
Well, you can go to jenniferkabik.com, and we're working on getting a Bliss on Bell website up and running. And they can call me, 216-402-4121, or email me at Jen.
Put it all up there.
Yeah, or they can email me at jenkabik.com, JenCabik, jencabik@gmail.com.
Okay.
JENCABIC@gmail.com.
Okay, folks, there's no excuses. Give Jen a call and set up just a sit down with you or a virtual, like you said.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling comfortable right now, but yet you still want to get on a good, healthy path, give Jen a call. Jen, thanks so much for spending a little time. I love that picture in the background, by the way.
Oh, it's a Degas,
the
ballerinas.
So beautiful.
Degas is one of my favorites.
I love it. Well,
thanks Molly.
For hanging out.
Thank you. Take care. We'll talk soon, hopefully in person soon.
From your lips. All right. We'll see ya. Thanks, Jen.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.